Hey guys, welcome back. We're here for our third series of today. Just before we get started, a massive thank you to our sponsors Liquipedia for sponsoring the event. They're giving us $500 towards the initial prize pool, which combined with Match Arena will make up the final total. And they're going to be doing a bracket contest very soon for the playoffs that I explained before, so pretty cool. It's been amazing. We've had some great support Match Arena as well, putting our prize pool up to $800. It's a little bit lower than season 1, but it's not a massive problem. The prize pool will be a little bit more higher top end base, because before what I tried to do was I tried to essentially say every team wins something, but the trouble is because we had like 16 teams, essentially some teams were getting like $1 or like $10 or something for the bottom end. So it's going to be divided up among the top 4 teams most likely, maybe the top 8 depending on how much we get, because at the end of the day the money isn't why a lot of these teams are playing this tournament, but it does help. So if you want to help out those teams, you can also donate with your own money on Match Arena, but not only that, you can donate with Match Arena's money. Essentially, if you put in the code, oh, wrong link. If you put in the code STPL, you can add 50 cents to the prize pool completely free. That is the best way to do it. And Avi, if you're only in it for the money, then then I think you're in the wrong tournament, man. I think you're in the wrong game as well, because realistically, would any of us be doing any of this for the money in Brood War? We would go somewhere else, right? We do this for the love of the game. That's why I know a lot of the tournament organizers like me, like Sham2, like Zero, trying to think of other tournament with Doc Holiday as well. It's why all of us do all this stuff, because we love the game so much. So let's have a look at our third set of teams. I think this is probably going to be the closest match of tonight, and certainly the one I've been looking forward to the most. Let's have a look at our teams here. On the left hand side of your screen, you'll note we'll have Net Wars. Now Net Wars are struggling a bit in Season 2 compared to Season 1. They're not doing the best, just because Season 1 they had Bonneth, they had True Touch. Bonneth departed for Soul, and very recently True Touch left Net Wars as well and has joined IRK, so losing 2 of their top hitters has certainly caused a lot of trouble, but still, they're doing pretty well regardless. I think they're in the top 8. I'll have to double check. They are 3 for 6. No, they may be just below the top 8. But Red are well and truly in the top 8 with their 5 wins, 4 losses. Let's actually have a look at the team rankings quickly so we can double check. This hasn't fully updated from like the previous couple of series, but you'll note that Red are in 6th, Net Wars are in 10th. So Net Wars, much like Clan Rev, they have a little bit to go. Rev are actually on 4-6 now, so they have moved up. But that's one of the problems with the way everything works out here. Wait, did I actually save that last matchup? I hope I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Essentially the way my okay, I have no idea what that was doing, but yeah, essentially the way my overlay works, it does everything for me. Now, let's have a look at our rosters for today. In game number 1, we're going to have a ZVP between Mr. Bombastic himself, Mr. Zero, against Eriador, aka Liquid Drone as Protoss. This could be a very long game. Eriador, the last PvZ he played on Multiverse, I think went on for 40 minutes. That was against Eon Zerg. PvP between Yeti and Horotos. A TVP between Koga and Creative, and a ZVP between Kingpin and Castle. So given the fact that Red gave us 4 Protoss players, we have done a very good job to avoid too many PvPs. So that's good. We've got some good matchups. We've got 2 ZVPs, 1 TVP, and 1 PvP, and Yeti has got one of the best PvPs in the league. So should be cool to see that one. Let's actually have a look at game number 1. The map, of course, is going to be Multiverse. I didn't mention that before. But Multiverse, very fun map. In ZVP, 5 for 5. As a matter of fact, I think it's 6-5 now. Given the fact that Michael just beat Faust. Maybe 4-5. I can never remember. I know things definitely mess up with my overlay at some points when it doesn't fully update some things. That's one of the things I've still got to work on. And there is horror. He was one of the German players, but it's not him, it's a fan of his, I think. But he's still really good. But let's have a look at our players. We are going to start with Zero for Net Wars. Stole this picture of him from Corrupted Cup as well. I actually got a lot of pictures from the Corrupted Cup website that maybe I don't know if I'm allowed to use these, but still, they wouldn't send me their photos, so I'm stealing them anyway. But Mr. Zero holding on to his beer there, having a lot of fun back at the Corrupted Cup. Hopefully this year I'll be able to go, because it looked like a lot of fun last year, and I've never actually been to a Brood War event before, so that'd be a lot of fun. I was going to go to the Sweden one, but unfortunately Aggie couldn't get anything confirmed. The venue backed out or something. But Zero in CVP is 6 wins, 3 losses, so doing really well. And his opponent with one of the best pictures in the STPL, it's going to be Eriador. This is, of course, a very old picture of Eriador. Eriador, as I call him, the Elder Kai of Brood War. He taught Artosis, and he's the master of random. I don't know who put that, maybe that was me as well. But he is 2 wins, 3 losses against Zerg, so not the best in terms of statistics, but when you look at what Zergs he's had to play against, I mean, his last one was Yop, which he won, and the one before that was Eon Zerg, which is not easy, and that game went on for like 45 minutes, so it's not like he lost really easily either. So really cool to see Eriador once again as we get into game number 1. It's Eriador versus... oh, I've forgotten already. Oh my goodness. Eriador versus Zero. Okay, starting us off here in the 12 o'clock position, we do have in the dark blue fighting for Net Wars. It's Mr. Zero. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom left-hand position in the pink, fighting for red. It's Eriador fighting from Norway. And yeah, it's very weird that you're showing up as a loss against Reina if you won. That's definitely very strange. Maybe I clicked a button wrong at some point, but I'll certainly have to go and fix that if it is wrong. It's a pain when stuff like that happens because I need to fix it properly, but fixing it is a royal pain. That's why I'm hoping that all of the other results have been fine, because in Season 1 I had a lot of issues trying to get everything perfect, and I wasted a lot of time trying to fix it in the gap between Season 1 and 2, and I thought all my code was working perfectly, but if it's not, then I've got a problem. Now we are going to have Eriador going for a 2-gate. And I just got a whisper from a certain player. I don't know if they want their name revealed. I guess it's on Matrino anyway. But they added $500 to the prize pool on Matrino, so that is going to put us nearly on par with Season 1. Thank you so much. That means a hell of a lot. That is a huge contribution. And I don't know what to say other than thank you very much. That is so huge. So yeah, that's going to put our prize pool up to $1,300, which is... our previous prize pool I think was $1,500, so it's not that far behind. And we've still got all the playoffs and everything to go, so that's massive. Thank you so much. And it was Mullahay, if you want to know who it was. He's in chat. Shower with praise. Now I was kind of in the middle of something before, and now I've completely forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, it was about the Eriador miss. So, a little bit strange that that's wrong. I can't even find the VOD of you guys playing against thingy. Maybe I should actually focus on the actual game we're watching. I mean, not much is going on right now. We obviously have the 2-gate. It's not really done too much. Oh, Eriador's going to block the middle. That's actually a really clever way of using this 2-gate, because essentially if Zero can't go through the middle of the map with all these lings, I mean, Zero has been forced to build a ton of lings. All of these lings, if you halve it, is the number of drones he could have had. If he breaks through all of these assimilators here, Zero is not going to be able to go over the other side of the map without drops and without Spire. And Eriador behind this is going to be able to double expand. And I think that's probably what we're going to see. We've got no gas whatsoever. Lings are trying to break through. They do clear a lot of the Zealots, but not all of them. Oh, well, they do clear all of them. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. But look at this. The Zealots, or the Lings, going to run through. There's very few left. And Eriador is going to push up here with 3 or 4 Zealots now. Yeah, 4 Zealots coming on into the front. Now, obviously, the Lings are going to be quite powerful back at home, but, I mean, Zealots in this position should be able to defend that pretty easily. Looks like Zero has been forced to make more Lings, so he's still only on 10 drones. Now, does Eriador turn back and just continue trying to break his way through the things, or does he push forward? Looks like, unfortunately, this one Zealot is going to be killed here. Nice micro by Zero. Oh, no, nice micro by Eriador. Gonna pull it back in the perfect angle. And that does deal with that. Looks like Eriador still doesn't have an expansion coming up. So, for all intents and purposes, this game should end in the next 5 minutes. Because Eriador has not done a huge amount of damage. He's actually... one of the drones did go down to building a building. And Eriador did lose a ton of Zealots. So, I mean, Eriador doesn't really have a reason to stay in this game. If there was a player with less mental fortitude, they would have left already. Because for all intents and purposes, this 2-gate didn't do as much as it should have done. I mean, he did force a lot of Lings, but Zero's got 3 hatcheries. He managed to get his 3rd base up. Eriador didn't manage to break through the whole area. He is going to try and block it with Zealots, making these Lings pretty much useless. So this does work out a little bit. You can see that he is slowly trying to break through them, but the Lings really do want to break through, because Zero knows that if he cannot break through here, this could make things very difficult for him a little bit later on. But look how powerful Zealots are. My goodness. Holding the line here for Eriador. Oh my god, 2 of the Zealots move from here for some reason. They do go up and die to the Lings, so this is going to allow the Lings through the map, but maybe Zero thinks it's still blocked off. He's not going to try and break through yet. He's trying to go through the top, but he cannot, because the Vespene geysers are exposed. If you haven't seen my tip video in between some of the games, or you don't know how this works, essentially when one assimilator is killed, only small units like Lings can fit through, because the Vespene geyser is actually bigger than the assimilator is. And then if both are killed, the only unit that can get through is a ghost. Now, Eriador with the play is going to get his Zealot back here. Not going to be able to achieve too much with it, but you can see that cannons are now being forced, and Nexus is coming up, and with a tail between his legs, Eriador's initial plan has failed. Well, at least, according to me, it's failed. Obviously, Eriador is the one in chat, so maybe he can confirm whether or not this is how he envisioned it going. But I get the feeling it didn't. Like, if I was to guess, I mean, obviously I'm not a Protoss player, and I mean, the only PvZ experience I have is watching SKT back in the day. I'm watching a lot of foreign PvZ now, with STPL and, like, the TL Opens and stuff, but I get the feeling that he needed to do more there to really make this even. Like, Zero's supply is catching up with Eriador's. He's at 33 drones, 34 drones already. Looks like Eriador is... Oh, he has managed to take out the bottom ones. Oh, Zero's going to be the one that's breaking them. This is a real turn of events, because all of a sudden, he's using Eriador's plan against him, because Eriador got his gas so late. He doesn't have shuttles, he doesn't have Corsairs. He's got absolutely no way of punishing Zero for trying to drone up super hard, other than breaking through this assimilator. And he's unable to do so. I mean, look at this defense by Zero. He's doing so well. It's like a crazy back and forth here. Like, the Zealots are moving into a concave, but Eriador's kind of forced to try and break through here, because if he doesn't, all of these Zealots are going to get trapped on his side of the map. Now, you can break through. It's not a 100% block like it would be on Troy, because you have these neutral buildings, the two Xel'Naga temples in both locations. They are stacked though, and it takes a long time to kill them. So Eriador does manage to break through. Can he do any damage here? There is a lot of Zealots. There is still a lot of Lings, though. There's no upgrades for the Zealots, of course, but the Lings don't necessarily need them. Look at this surround coming in from Zero, coming in from both sides with those Lings. The Zealots getting cleaned up immediately, and it looks like Eriador was getting ready to block off these Lings just in case. A couple of Zealots hiding over in the top right hand corner, maybe getting ready to do a little bit. Oh, unfortunately, Private Ryan Zealot getting caught on the other side, and unfortunately for him, Tom Hanks isn't coming to save him, because he's going to go down. Now let's check on the tech. We've finally got a Stargate up. There is no Corsair flying across the map yet. He's going to go double Stargate Corsair, most likely. Very likely going to go for Reaver behind this. And there we go, the robotic support bay. Corsair Reaver, certainly a good, strong move on this map. Eriador is going to have a little bit of trouble though. He's going to try and take a third base, likely going to try and go for a quick fourth base as well. But Eriador certainly not looking in his strongest position so far. We can see that Zero is going into double evolution chamber. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hatcheries going into Aspire as well. He's got Overlord speed on the way, and he's not got Overlord drop yet, but that's likely going to come in a little bit later. The first Corsair is going to scout the hatchery count. 7th hatchery, of course, going to be coming up over here on the 4th base. And Eriador, playing a little bit greedy, is going to try and use the fact he knows his opponent can't get through the middle of the map yet to take a quick fourth. Now Shad in chat saying 20 supply down with Corsair Reaver. That has to be GG. Shad, of course, another old school player, I believe. Unfortunately, I wasn't really around for the foreign scene in the early days, so I'm not 100% sure, but from what I remember, he was pretty old school, so he knows what he's talking about. Corsair Reaver was definitely more of a thing, I think, back in the day, dependent on maps, obviously. Corsair Reaver definitely better on, like, semi-island and island maps that I know Eriador is definitely quite well versed in over the years, and Eriador... Abby saying, I bet Kix is happy he had a small break to stretch his legs. Yeah, I kind of am. But yeah, Eriador, like, I don't know if you can confirm, but how long have you actually been playing Protoss vs Zerg? Because I know you've been playing since like 1998 or 97 or something. Must have been 98 because that's when it came out. But how long have you actually been race picking? Because you used to play just random, didn't you? Okay, so we've got Reavers coming in over at the 4th base. There's going to be Reavers coming in at the natural as well. This is actually quite a good move. Essentially what you want to do is, because Reavers are so unbelievably slow, you start building them at your different bases, so when the Zerg does eventually attack, they can't get through. Now, one thing I'd just like to point out, look at Zero's vision, and it's all those Lings from earlier. He's not wasting a single unit here, because he's got complete vision. The only place he can't see is the top right and bottom left, which he should be able to go and see very shortly. Oh, wait. Corsairs coming in from the top. Are they going to be able to clear up a space? Because obviously another benefit of this is you'll be able to build a shuttle here and go for a big drop in the main. Oh, and Eriador was saying he's been all Zerg, all Protoss, all Terran, all random, race picking, then all random, then race picking, then random, now doing both. Okay, so Eriador's played a bit of everything, so there's no like major difference, I guess. And Eriador, someone asked him what his favorite matchup was, and it's ZVT. And I get that, a lot of people like ZVT. My personal favorite matchup is TVP, even to watch. I know that's a little bit controversial because Terran versus Zerg, you always had Boxer versus Yellow, and Nada versus Go Rush, although that wasn't as famous, I guess. You also had like Jaedong versus Flash, the most famous. Was it? No, it'd be Nada versus July Zerg, wouldn't it? Oh no, Zoob versus July Zerg as well. But yeah, Flash Jaedong definitely like one of the most well-known matchups. The Take Bang Lee Sang, no, not Take Bang Lee Sang, Lee Sang Rock or whatever it was, based on their names. It was kind of cool. It was U versus July and U versus Savior, yeah. Well, Boxer versus Yellow may be the most well-known, but I'd say in terms of popularity and long-lasting power, I would say that Flash versus Jaedong, especially in Korea, is probably bigger at this point. Just because they were around a lot longer than Boxer vs. Yellow was. And Abby is saying Savior vs. Iris is one of the best of fives of all time, and 2 games are on Neo Arkanoid. I may have to go back and watch those games. Maybe I can get some map ideas. I've already got really good ideas for maps for Season 3, so... look at Eriador. Dropping a probe and building cannons in this base while he reavers down the hatchery. Nicely done. Obviously, the longer this game goes on, the better it's going to be for Eriador. Zero is going to mine out a little bit quicker, because he got his bases a lot earlier. Even the natural, like there's 900 minerals left on this middle mineral, and there's 716 here for Zero. Eriador took his bases so late. The main will probably mine out quicker for Eriador, of course, because that's how it usually works, but Eriador, if he can secure both the corner bases, will be in a very good position as this game goes on. And I'm gonna say Kixie, because that's what your name looks like to me, saying don't give STPL map ideas. I've already got good ideas for maps. Like, a lot of people think I only pick crazy maps because I like crazy maps and I want to make people suffer. I pick crazy maps because they're actually fun. And if Neo Arkanoid proves anything from Season 1, they can actually be really balanced, because when you take players who maybe don't know a map and over time learn it, it makes the matchups fairly balanced on it, because until people figure it out fully, it doesn't retain the old balances, because the meta's different now. The games don't play out nearly the same way as they did like in Neo Arkanoid's time. It was 2007, so that was 13 years ago. Like, the meta has completely shifted since then. Now, looks like the shuttle did go down, but 2 Reavers are going to be able to clear up this hatchery. And most importantly, there's no way for Zero to get any units down here, so does cancel the hatchery. That is a lot of wasted scarabs. And there is unfortunately a Mexican standoff here. The drone is eventually going to die. There we there we go. That poor drone. Oh my god. Just imagine that drone is like sat there like, oh, that was close. The hatchery I was turning into nearly died, and it just comes out and he's staring at 2 Reavers. Just sat there like, what's going on? Now, the cool thing is, as I'm not going to read out that name, but it's a Yaj parody name, it is going to be a split map now. Zero has pushed through them another map, so it's not going to be fully split map, although I guess technically it is. The Corsair's getting caught off guard, but how is the defense here from Eriador? There is 5 shuttles, some of them have Reavers in, some of them don't. But that's a lot of Reavers. Oh my goodness, and then, oh, what a cool play. Oh, look. Oh, look at that disruption web. The Hydra is doing absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, double stacking the last one, but that was good. What a 200 IQ play, as Black Obsidian says. Does he have the Reaver damage upgrade? Yes, he does. And I believe he should have the Scarab capacity upgrade. No, it is 5 normally, isn't it? So, no Scarab capacity, but he does have the damage upgrade, and that's really what matters. As Zero is going to be sending... Oh my god, Oh my god, the Scarabs are bugging out on the Reavers. Somebody stop this unit. What on earth? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, looks like he is going to be able to get on top of the Reavers, but these Reavers are so money. Look at how many kills they've had. The base survives. More and more Hydras running in. How much energy have these Corsairs got? There is still more D-Webs. The D-Webs are not over, and he does have shield upgrades as well, so what a perfect defense. If someone wants to clip this, I would be very, very happy, because then I don't have to go and clip it myself. And the best thing is, you put Liquid Drone in the title, and you get that fat Reddit karma. No, people will just give it to you. They'll upvote your posts like crazy. But looks like eventually things are going a little bit harder here for Eriador. He no longer has... Well, I say that, and then 7 Reavers pop out of shuttles. I was getting 8 Reavers. Wait, this is 11 Reavers. Oh my goodness. He's got a ton of Corsairs. Who needs D-Web? You got 11 Reavers right now, man. Now, Eriador, with these 2 Reavers down here, still holding on to their position. 7 kills on those guys. Now, these 11 Reavers know there's a lot of units out in the middle of the map, and they are going to go into the main. What an absolute calamity here. I mean, those D-Web... Look how much... Oh my god, the Scarabs. There's so many Scarabs here. This is just too much. Let's see how quickly this hive dies. Okay, maybe not as quick because some of the Reavers are out of Scarabs, but oh my goodness. What the hell? Reavers, pretty good units. Nicely done, but the trouble is those 11 Reavers are not defending the base anymore. But now there's Storm. There's 5 High Templars. If Reavers weren't bad enough, how about running into some Storm for good measure? But the Lurkers get on top of the High Templar here. The main base is completely gone here for Zero, and Zero's going to trade away a base for a base, but he's lost all of his tech, and that's definitely good. But look over in the main of Eriador as well, a massive Doom Drop going into the main. It's a main base for a main base. It's all the tech for all the tech. Looks like he wanted to go to Arbiters and Fleet Beacon, and all of it's going to go down. And unfortunately, Eriador does not have the most mobile army, but there is a Dark Archon here getting ready for Maelstrom. But with all this tech going down, things are going to be a little bit rough here for Eriador, as all these Reavers are going to get killed, unfortunately. The 2 drone killers going to go down, but more tech going down from Zero. Both players are on pretty much even number of workers. Obviously the base count in favor for Zero here, but losing all of this very expensive Protoss tech, certainly something that Eriador doesn't want. He's going to start building pylons over here. He's adding on more gateways. He's got double Robo. He's about to lose his Robo support bay, but he has quelled the units. Now, can Zero effectively kill this army? If he can kill all of these Reavers, he can win this game, but he has to find a way, and at the moment, that way is not there. He doesn't have to contest with too many Reavers in the natural though, so he's probably going to go down there next. And look at this. Zero, for whatever reason, has built all of his tech in the top right. The D-Webs again doing an incredible job 21 minutes into this game, and things are really starting to heat up. I mean, this is a massive amount of Corsairs. He's got 2-1-1 on his air, so Scourge are going to be barely doing anything. And look at this, the Reavers. They're going to be going into the tech again, but there's now only 6. There was 11 Reavers before, and he's lost 5 of them. But look how quickly the Scourge are melting. The Defiler Mound's going to go down, so there's going to be no Plague. The Spire's going to go down again. Now the 3rd base is going down here from Eriador. Zero moving in with his drop. Going to take out a large chunk of the economy. But look at this, so is Zero. I mean, Zero's got a massive bank, so let's not get it twisted. Zero's in a good spot. The shuttles, oh, the shuttles, some of them going down. The Corsairs, though, holding strong. And this means only 6 of these Reavers will be leaving this base. There is a massive drop. If the Corsairs can catch this, it's pretty much game over. But Eriador is now on 2 bases, and that's not a position you want to be in. The spawning pool going to go down as well. Zero is starting to rebuild his tech. He's got a lair coming up over here on the left. Hydra Den is done, so there's going to be no additional hive tech coming in. He cannot rebuild any of that stuff. The drops, Overlords coming up to the top left. Scourge trying to get in on top of the shuttles again. Unable to do so. The Corsair count, though, has been dramatically reduced here. And there is Muteless coming into play now. There's going to be 6 Reavers dropping off into this natural. But the Lurker's going to be doing so much. Unfortunately, all of the Reavers are going to go down. And the initial aggression is going to have to stop here from Eriador. He just doesn't have enough. So Zero's going to hold. He's on 2 bases. Eriador trying to expand to the top right. Gonna get dropped. There's no Reavers over here. There's no shuttles, I believe, to actually be able to defend this either. So this is going to be Eriador on 2 bases against Zero on 2 bases. Neither player will be able to expand, at least for the time being. And things are definitely looking up for Zero right now. He's got a massive bank. Eriador, obviously when you're using Reavers, you spend a lot of the minerals on those constant Scarab production. And he lost a lot of shuttles in minerals as well. But Eriador is going to try and expand here. He does have a Dark Archon. Unfortunately, I don't think this will be for Mind Control, but we should see a couple of sick Maelstroms into Storm, so get your clip button ready, as that should be amazing. Now, the sad thing is, I don't think we're going to see him be able to Maelstrom the Drop Overlords. Imagine Maelstroming like 12 Drop Overlords full of units, and how cool that would be. Now, Zero definitely in a good spot right now. Obviously, he's got a ton of units. Eriador going to be moving around, trying to clear up some of the units in the little map. Now, we've seen a game like this with Eriador before, where things got crazy. We had a ton of base trading. It was it was Eriador versus Eon Zerg. Now, unfortunately, here comes the 3rd base attempt here from Eriador. Going to get taken down. Will have to cancel the Nexus. And all of Eriador's units are in completely the wrong position, so he needs to go back and get ready to defend, because he is going to lose this base. Now, he does have a good number of Storm over here. He's going to be relying pretty much entirely on Archons, on Templar, and on his Reavers, because Gateway units aren't really going to do too much at this stage in the game. And I mean, with this number of High Templar, that's when things get really difficult, because all of a sudden you have so many spellcasters. Oh no, why are you breaking through here? No, 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 you do not want to be breaking through these temples. This is going to be so many wasted minerals. What on earth is Eriador doing? I don't get what the plan is. Oh no, there's 2 Lurkers on the high ground here. They did survive from the initial storm drop. This is such a waste of minerals. I really don't understand this. There's actually a Lurker drop in the main... Oh my god, he killed 15 workers. It's really difficult to see dark blue on the tile set. So there's going to be another couple of Lurkers going into this other base. The remaining probes are down there. There's some still in the main, in the natural even. Eriador is continuing to try and break through these temples. I don't know if he never saw that this was open, but breaking through these temples is probably the biggest mistake he's made this game. Don't tell me we're on a bugged replay. I don't feel like this is bugged. But I mean, Zero's not making anything. Or is he? No, he is making stuff. Yeah, I don't think it's bugged. I think it's just Zero's not... He doesn't want to build stuff that he's going to lose, so he's waiting to see what he needs to build, I think. Yeah, I think Zero is essentially just trying to think. Now we've got another Lurker drop. Unfortunately for Zero, there's barely any probes there, but he does kill 7 of them. Somehow Eriador has 30 probes. Oh, okay, they're all in his new main. I still feel like attacking those temples with these Reavers was probably a big mistake. Because as the map gets split, as the map starts mining out again, realistically, Eri's just wasted like probably about 300 minerals trying to break through these temples. And if he engages, if he's the one that tries to break through, Surely Zero just beats this. Like, it is a strong army, but if there's not enough Scarabs, if there's not enough Storm, I mean, okay. If a better question, a better phrase is, if Eriador can't use this Storm, because there is enough Storm, it's whether or not he has the APM and the ability to actually use it, is whether or not he can win this engagement. Now, this should be an absolutely incredible engagement. I do not want to miss this, regardless of what's going on anywhere else on the map. Because this game is going to be decided right here and right now, I think. Because, essentially, I mean, Eriador's army is super strong, but it's very difficult to control. Like, he has so... Oh my god, there's a lurker drop on the high ground. Looks like it is going to get cleaned up by the cannon eventually, but it is quite difficult. We've got Storm slowly going through the lurkers, which is obviously a major problem for Zero's army. Unfortunately, there's no more D-webs, so the Reavers are not going to have the free shots they did against the Hydralisk before. One of them does go down. Lurker on the high ground has been cleaned up, so that's at least something. Base in the top right, top left coming up for Zero. Eriador with his 200 energy Dark Archon getting ready to do a Maelstrom most likely. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he waiting for feedback? There we go, Maelstrom. Not the most impactful, but he still does have another one available. And the Dark Archon does have a ton of shield. And there it is. There's the second Maelstrom. Nicely done. What an amazing engagement by Eriador, but unfortunately he lost quite a lot of his army. And wait, there was a lurker dropped in the mineral line there. Wow. Okay, that's something. Eriador, he's slowly starting to break through. He's lost a lot of his units. A lot of his High Templar went... Did they go down? Did he lose all his High Templar here? I mean, a lot of the Storm did get used, so very, very well done. Eriador going to pull back with his Dark Archon as well. He trades well, but Zero still has a massive bank. Eriador still continuing to hold a big, big supply advantage, but... I mean, this is probably one of the coolest PvZs I've seen for a while. Like, both players lost their main. Zero definitely with a big advantage base-wise, drone-wise as well. But Eriador has built another fleet of shuttles, so he's eventually going to be able to break through here. Now, the problem is, Zero doesn't have that many units. I think still, Zero is really unable to kind of decide what he needs to beat this high-tech army. Like, the trouble with PvZ late game, from what I've seen from previous games from older years, of course, is the kind of ultimate composition for Protoss is Archon, Reaver, Templar. Because essentially, it beats pretty much everything. Like, it beats Ultra like mad because Archons chew through Ultras. Now, we do have a ton of shuttles coming down here. Going to pick up a few additional Reavers. Now, what's his plan? Is he going to try and take out the corner bases? Is he going to try and expand there himself? Or is he just going to try and push through the middle again? Pushing through the middle again could be a little bit difficult. And Eriador saying Reaver, Archon, Templar loses to Queen Guardian. So, there we go. Consider me learned. Or learned it. Because I'm so clever. Okay, it looks like Eriador is going to push forward again. Oh no, losing some of the shuttles. Definitely not a good position to be in. The trouble is this game has been so long, so crazy, that it's going to be so difficult for both players to continue playing this. Another Maelstrom in the top left-hand corner going to help clean up some of these Hydralisks. But there's so much money, there's so many hatcheries, and every time he clears a few Hydras, more appear. You can already see on the minimap, look how many reinforcements are coming in. They are mainly Lings, which obviously Archons laugh at, but Zero's starting to mine out of this bottom left-hand main, so Eriador cleaning this out isn't really achieving too much. There's no minerals at this base. Of course he doesn't know this. Oh no, Plague. Oh my god, this could be a money plague. This is pretty much all of Eriador's units. If he gets plagued here, this would be massive. Lots to consume coming in. Is there a feedback? Is there a feedback? If he can feedback the Defiler, this could be massive. Can he get the feedback? He's going to storm. He's not going to feed back. He does, but not before a swarm is casted. And that's going to give enough power for these Lings to run in from behind. Storm going down, but is it going to be enough to hold on? Archon trying to hold on here with the last bastion of Eriador's army. He's down to 88 supply. And the Dark Archon going to be the only survivor of that engagement. Along with this Observer, of course. But unfortunately, we're going to see a Dark Archon die. And every time a Dark Archon dies, God kills a puppy. That's how it is, from what I've heard. Eriador down to 94 supply, 0 up at 116. A 33-minute game with constant action is clearly taking its toll on our two players here. And definitely one of the must-watch games of the STPL so far. We've got a lot of shuttles. We need Eriador to take another base if we want this game to go on a little bit longer, because the closer he gets to mine out, he's mined out of this base. If he can only just go and kill the corner bases, he'd be in a good position, but Zero is ready. He has a ton of defenses, and there's no Corsairs remaining. I don't think Eriador was able to rebuild a Stargate either, so there's no Corsairs on the way anytime soon. And Eriador, where he's mining out his bases now, things are starting to get more and more difficult. This is reminding me a lot of the game he played versus Eon Zerg, where things were so crazy, and then he just ran out of money. And now Eriador is forced to go back into Dragoons, and Dragoons are not good against Adrenalings, for sure. We got more drones going up here to the top right hand corner. Unfortunately, I don't think Eriador knows about this base. He did find out about it before, but he knows about the top left, well, the top right natural. Wait, of course he does. That was Zero's base initially. I forgot we swapped mains. It is Liquid Drone. Red Eriador, aka Liquid Eriador, aka Liquid Drone. Old school player, super fun to watch. Now, looks like we are going to see Zero push forward. Nice pickup on that Reaver. Bit of a wasted storm there, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And look at the sheer number of Lings coming in on this army. I'm going to zoom in. I want to see this at high fidelity. I'll zoom out a little bit, actually. There we go. Lots of storms going down on those back units. Great trades here by Eriador. I don't know how he's managed to get these engagements. And meta, I do like the new ASL maps. Inner Coven looks fun. I'm not usually a huge fan of Freaklings maps because they're usually a little bit too standard for me, but this one actually looks good. Now, the 3 Reavers have been plagued. Not the best plague, but still a good plague nonetheless. Trouble is, Zero is left to his own devices here. Eriador, he's not going to... Oh my goodness, no, there's going to start to be Ling drops here, and that could be the nail in the coffin. We do have a big engagement coming up in the middle again. Eriador is running out of money for Scarabs, which is definitely going to start to hurt him. He needs to pull back to a choke or something. The Lings in the main have been cleaned up at least. Eriador is going to be trying to secure the bottom right hand base, but unfortunately he's just running out of steam. Where did the shuttles go? Oh, here comes Swarm. And both the Reavers are going to go down. That's a big part of Eriador's army. Nice storms, but storms are not going to be enough, I don't think, anymore. The Dragoon's still trading pretty well. Let's check the I feel like the upgrades. No, it is 1-3. Where is the 3 attack from Zero? He's had so much money and so much time. He really should have 3-3. I don't see a reason why he doesn't. I guess he just never rebuilt his evolution chambers. Yeah, he never did. That's actually a massive oversight. And Eri saying in chat he didn't know how much money that Zero had, so he was just trying to be super aggro, try and eat the bank, to try and eat his way through the army. And unfortunately that is one of the things that happens when you don't have full vision over everything like we do. especially in a tense game as well. It's so hard to keep your composure that it becomes a major issue. Now, there was a shuttle that went up to the top right. It didn't go to the top right, actually. It went to the top middle main. Now, this is a good position to engage into, but the truck... Oh my god, the Storm doing so much. 17 kills and 26. Is this going to be like one of the highest kill Archons ever? That's going to be like over 40 kills. I'm not even going to try and figure out how much that is, because I'm too much of a noob. Oh, okay. Only 26. It must have been 13. Now, we are going to have a drop in the top right-hand position. Eriador is slowly getting enough money here for some scarabs. Nice Reaver control with the shuttle. But there's very few scarabs left, which makes this even harder. But it looks like all these drones are going to get cleaned up. Looks like we are going to have Zero going around the corner. Let's see if he can engage into Eriador's army in a little bit of a better place. Eriador doesn't really have a massive army. A lot of it is in these Reavers that aren't obviously doing too much. So this could actually be the nail in the coffin. Are we going to have any storms? We're going to have one. Only one storm. That's not going to be enough. There's so many Lings, so many Hydralisks. The Archon is going to be unable to hold this. 29 kills though before he goes down. Certainly a hero of Aya. Now the question is, can Eriador hold on to his bases with what he has? He's got only 2 storms here actually. I thought they would have been full energy. But looks like the units are going to be going down to the bottom right. There is Scourge in position to try and block the shuttles from coming in. Where did the shuttles go actually? The shuttles down. Oh no, there they are. So the shuttles do manage to make it, but they are going to be dropping on top of the Hydralisk, which is certainly not a position that Eriador... Oh no, is he going to save the Reaver? Yes, he does. Nicely done. How on earth did that Reaver fit, or that Scarab fit through that mineral? That is definitely strange, but once again, we've got more storms coming in. Eriador's going to hold on to this base. Zero is mining out. Zero has a single mining base in the bottom left, and he's got 3 minerals here. That is it. He's distance mining from the top. Could Eriador still win this game? Does he have the tenacity to hold on against this final push? Because Zero is running out of opportunities to break Eriador here. How many storms are there? Oh, there's only 2 storms right. No, there is 3 storms. So let's see what the storms are going to be like. If he pulls the High Templar back, things are going to be looking pretty good. The Reaver did fall. Oh, that's a whiff storm. That's not looking good. That could be the move that actually loses the game. There is 2 Reavers coming in though. Is that going to be enough to hold on? Oh, they're dropping on top of the Lings. Oh my goodness, the Reaver. It's going to go down. Looks like a lot of the probes are going to go down as well. There is a couple of storms coming in from behind, but is it going to be enough to hold on? Eriador down to 22 probes. He's going to save the base, but at what... No, he's not. He's not going to save the base. GG. Eriador taps out and Zero takes a crazy long, crazy fun ZVP. That was an incredibly well played game by both players. Both of them were in such a strange position for so unbelievably long that genuinely, I don't know what to say. That was a really fun game. Lots and lots of action the whole way through the match. And Zero with the eventual win. Certainly going to be feeling good for Net Wars. And is that going to take... Wait, that was game number 1, wasn't it? Wow, it was. Holy, we nearly had a 1-hour game for game number 1 of this series, so let's give the win to Zero, and when we get back we'll go into game number 2. I'm going to take a little bit of a break to get another drink and stretch my legs a little bit more, so see you guys in just over 3 to 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. STPL does! Bio TVP. Wow! You got it! STPL does! Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does! Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs? Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does! STPL does! STPL does! STPL does! STPL does! DT's doing game-ending damage? Name a more iconic duo. We've even got carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does! All that and more. Only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. It's a limited offer.
Coast 103.5.
Okay, we are back. We just had an incredible ZVP between Zero and Eriador. Of course, Zero getting the win in the end of it is going to take Net Wars up 1-0. Just to answer, we'll have... I always have trouble saying a name, especially after a long cast. Williman, is that correct? Williman first says, I know this might be too personal, but am I your favorite viewer? You are all my favorite viewers. There we go. I don't know if this is going to look right, but whatever. It's all good. Let's head in to game number 2. Let's introduce our map, then we'll introduce our players, and we can get going. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, so in terms of the map, we're going to be heading into Whiteout. Now, I know a lot of people probably have forgotten exactly what every other map and what every other game looks like after that last game. It was 41 minutes. It was amazing. Action from beginning to end. And I've honestly forgotten what I was doing and where I am. So, a 6-6 match. This is going to be a PvP. It's going to be on Whiteout. It's going to be our 8th PvP. Protoss definitely shown to be fairly popular on this map, given we've had so many PvPs. The last PvP was in fact, this is our 9th actually. The last PvP was in fact a walkover, so that happens. Not really too much we can do about that. But let's have a look at our players. Starting us off here for Net Wars is going to be Yeti. Yeti, a very strong Protoss player, ranked number 9 in the STPL overall, and given the number of players there are, that is incredible. 14 wins, 6 losses against Protoss, which is also so sick. And his opponent fighting for red is going to be Horatoss. Horatoss, 50% win rate against Protoss, 42% win rate overall. and overall pretty good. So, and Jesse, I put this in the map pool before it was on ladder. I've also had other ladder map pools like or ladder maps like Aztec. I know Aztec was on at the same time. Polaris Rhapsody was on at the same time. We've had a few maps. Yeah, let's actually have a look at the game. Obviously it's 5 past 11, so I know for a lot of you guys in Europe, including me, it's 11 PM, so it's 1 a.m. or between like 12 AM and 1 AM for you, and it's on a Monday. So let's get through this game as we get into game number 2. It's Yeti versus Horatoss on Whiteout. Okay, starting us off here in the top right hand position, all the way from Germany, we have in the brown, fighting for red, it's Horatoss. And over here in the top left hand position, we do have the red Protoss player fighting for Net Wars, it's Yeti. And just because I have the power to do this, someone in chat, Dad, you asked me if I'm actually British. Where did you think I was from? Like, where else am I well, to be fair, Ziggy has like the most British accent I've ever heard from a non-British person. And he's from Poland, so what the hell do I know? I know nothing. Let's go back to the game. And Jirai is saying I've got a really good fake accent to pick up the ladies. Well, if I got this accent to pick up the ladies, I'm doing a very bad job of it. So let's just leave it at that. Yeah, Ziggy isn't British, Ziggy's Polish. I brought this up yesterday in BSL chat, like, for me, like, as a British person, not that kind of upsets me to say that these days, but as someone born in Britain, genuinely, whenever I hear, like, second language English speakers, they mostly sound more American than they do British, because most people learn they learn English through, like, it helps them because they watch a lot of American media, because obviously the American cultural impact is a lot bigger on the world than the English one is these days, other than in certain places. Like, somehow in Japan, like, the British cultural impact is pretty big. And obviously in our ex-colonies or whatever, like Canada and Australia, the British influence is there, but like, American TV and movies are everywhere. Like, you can't go anywhere without seeing something American, and that's why a lot of people pick up American accents, and I've got first-hand proof of this, because my stepbrother, who was born in Israel, he's technically ethnically Russian, but he was born in Israel, so he knows English, or he knows his Hebrew and Russian, and he sounds American as hell. Now he's lived in the UK for about 6 years, he's picking up a British accent, but he sounded American for the longest time. It was kind of funny. SCP, Ziggy has been in the Ziggy lives in Poland. I don't think he is in the UK. Wolfix saying in Poland you actually learn American English in school. Also, Jesse, why are you saying there are in Poland British English language schools? I was unfortunate to attend. Why are you unfortunate to attend the best language class? Just imagine, you could be writing words without U's right now, and that would just be pathetic. Yeah, I don't know how Ziggy has like a perfect accent. It's crazy. He said he's trying to learn Cockney, but he said he's trying to do it through Vinnie Jones, and that's not Cockney, I'm just gonna say. He was actually born and raised in the county that I live in, Hertfordshire, so I wasn't born here though, I was an Essex boy. Not that that's great to attend. Hey Yeti, welcome. Sorry I've not been talking about your game too much, I've been on a tangent about Ziggy's English because it's so good. But we've got double gateways coming in with a robo from Yeti. We had a little bit of a push from Yeti there, didn't achieve too much in terms of damage, but it was only one gate worth, I think it was only one zealot actually, maybe two, so it's not a massive deal. Now, there is going to be 2 Dragoons and a Zealot against the 2 Zealots and a Dragoon. Realistically, the Dragoon should win this engagement for Yeti, but it's definitely difficult. Oh, damn, Yeti, I thought it was you. They said, like, the picture said it was Yeti, and I was like, oh, sweet, I've got a picture of Yeti now. I'll just use this one. Whoops, I didn't know there was a Yeti in Russia. Sorry, man. I'll change it. I'll remove it, I guess. Wait, Castle, I thought you were American, or are you Canadian? I need to change it. There's a load of people's countries and stuff I just got wrong. Because essentially, like, people didn't send me the right info, or I guessed. And, a lot of people I do know, but Castle, I just always assumed you were American. I don't know why. I've never heard you speak or anything. Like, with Brood War, when it comes to North America, like, if I meet someone who says they're North American, I just assume they're, like, USA, because most people are. Like, there is a tangent of, like, Canadian players, but compared to the number of people from the USA that play, it's quite low. Wait, Castle, are you actually Nigerian, or are you joking? Well, Naokan says he's from NA, for instance. He's American. Abby saying Castle's a Nigerian prince and he's got a business proposition for me. Well, I'm hoping he's gonna ask me to donate to the fund to bring that Nigerian astronaut back from space. The last time I saw that spam, he's been trapped in space since the 90s, so someone please bring that man home. He needs to see his family. Just think of how much, like, cultural difference there is in the world compared to when he went up to space. Now both players fairly even on supply. We've got Horotos going for Reaver. We have Yeti going for Reaver as well. Looks like Yeti's got his shuttle out a little bit quicker. Was there a second Reaver? No, it is going to be Reaver shuttle for both of them, but Yeti definitely a little bit further ahead. Both players completely even in supply. Yeti with fewer probes though, so his additional supply is in Dragoons. Yeti getting ready to defend against the shuttle coming in, so he knows exactly what his opponent's doing. And so does Horotos, so... Abby's saying that keep in mind that Protoss players don't play with their keyboard and mouse. They play with a racing wheel and pedals. Oh my god, that's good. I've got... Someone needs to try and play Brood War with a racing wheel and pedals. That would be amazing. Maybe we should get Gypsy to do it, given he's such an iRacing bard. I want to see it. I want to see someone do it. Where, like, people play, like, Doom on a calculator or something. Where is the, like, Brood War and a Guitar Hero controller, or, like, on a like, an actual physical, like, keyboard, like a piano, an electric organ, or whatever you call it. And we're gonna have both players actually just completely forgoing each other's army. What on earth? This is gonna be a complete base trade. What the hell are we looking at? Oh my goodness, we're going to have the Dragoons from Haratos getting into the mini Yeti a little bit quicker. Yeti clearing up the Dragoons on the high ground with his Reaver. What on earth? We've gone from one of the longest, craziest games to one of the shortest ones. Yeti trying to get his probes out of his main. Some of them have made it out. He does have enough money for a... he's got enough money for a... what do you call it? A Nexus, so... he's going to probably try and expand to his opponent's main. Only 4 probes got away though, and he doesn't actually have a building at the moment, so if these buildings die first, he's going to lose the game. Haratos does not have enough for another Nexus, so if he loses these probes, it's game over. Yeti going to send a contingent of his units back. Oh, he's trying to go for the shuttle. Look at this. Look at this unit movement. No! Yeti misses it. Oh my goodness, so the Reaver is going to be able to come back and defend the final Nexus. But we've got double Reaver in this shuttle. Let's have a look what the Reaver can do. It's going to get on the high ground. Yeti does not. Oh, he does see it now. Oh my god, he's targeting the Reaver down. That's it. That's game, surely. Haratos has a ton of units, but how are they going to push up onto a high ground against Reavers? You just can't. He's going to lose all his gateways. He's going to get an additional Dragoon out. Look at this. Yeti knows exactly what he needs to do. He just chases this Dragoon with all of his units because he knows that the less units his opponent has, the more ahead he's going to be. Now, there's no probe, I don't believe, out in the middle of the map. This is do or die. Haratos has to get back and defend his bases. If he cannot defend his buildings, he's going to be eliminated. Now, why is Yeti not on the high ground? There we go, he's going up on the high ground now. I was going to say, wow, just get up on the high ground, get away from this. And there we go, Yeti expanding to his opponent's main. That's how we do it. There's going to be 2 Reavers against none. The Observer's going to go down on the high ground. Here we go, we're going to have a big engagement on this ramp. Zealot moving up first to tank some of the Scarabs, but not going to do it. The target fire of Yeti so strong. And look how quickly Haratos' army is melting. GG! Haratos taps out, and Yeti, in a crazy base trade, takes game number 2. Well, that was a different kind of crazy. I know Chava was saying that was a tragic decision by Haratos, but the trouble is, if he would have only stopped all the probes, there was 4 probes that got away. If he'd have stopped those probes, he would have won by killing all the buildings first. He was in his opponent's main much quicker. He couldn't get any probes away. And that was it. When he didn't have any probes, when he had no choice but to go into his main and try and defend his buildings. That was the only option he had. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. What a great game played by Yeti. Good decision making. Haratos forced into some difficult situations. And that's going to take us into game number 3 when we get back after this very short break. See you guys soon.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
he's the map man! Skibidi-bidi-bidi-on do-do-do. Skibidi-on-do-do-do. Skibidi-bidi-bidi-on do-do-do. He's the map man! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-da-ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo. Good with 33. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kix can do it, so can you.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Okay, it's time for a quick tip. Here we have Neo Outlier. I'm going to show you how to get over these temples with a probe. I'll also do it with an SUV and a drone as well. So, okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be heading into game number 3 between Red and NetWars. Now, Red are currently tied. Wait, no, they're down 2-0. Yeah, Yeti won game 2, 0 won game 1. By the way, I don't know if you're still here, Aridor, because I know it is super late for you. But I've just looked at the YouTube VOD, and I have absolutely no idea how I've added that game for you against Reina as a loss. That doesn't make any sense, so I'm going to have to go and fix that. Luckily enough, I can do it manually, so it's all good. Sorry, let's have a look at our map for, well, as a matter of fact, because we've seen the map a lot, well, YouTube VODs, let's check it. Okay, so we're going to be heading into Neo Arkanoid as our map. It is a semi-island map with lots and lots of neutral buildings everywhere. That's just the way things are. A little bit unfortunate, but, well, why is that unfortunate? I love it. It's a great map. We've had very, very balanced matchups on this map as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing another game here. Starting us off here for Red is going to be the wonderful no, we're starting with NetWars apparently. It's the wonderful Kogut. Kogut, the Polish powerhouse as I call him. He came 4th place at the Corrupted Cup 2019. He streams a lot. He's won a lot of his last games. He's ranked 4 overall in the STPL. And he has an 80% win rate, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just kind of crazy that he's so powerful. He is a father of 2 now as well. He doesn't play as actively as he once did, because obviously when you become a parent it makes it a little bit more difficult to actually play. Although Bonith, I guess, is the counter argument to that, but he's got like a really young baby who's often asleep behind him, I think, when he's streaming. So that's cool. Regardless, Kogut very strong. His opponent for Red is going to be Creative. Creative hasn't played so far. I really hope his quote isn't anything anything offensive. I can't actually read that much German. I can read some, so it's like when you do something with something and not something else, something happens. Or what's it mean, Creative? Have I got any of those words right? It's a quote from a movie. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually know what that is, but let's get into game number 3. It's 20 past 11, so we're getting there on the time scale. So let's have a look at Kogut versus Creative. Okay, starting us off here in the top right hand position, we do have the Red Protoss fighting for Red. It's Creative. And starting down here in the bottom right hand position, fighting from Poland for Kogut. For NetWars, it's Kogut. Okay, so it's going to be a TVP on Neo Arkanoid, obviously based on statistics of the 2 players. Kogut should be at an advantage in this game, but obviously it's the STPL, it's best of 1. Anything can happen. Let me just while we're in a bit of a lull in this game, I mean, obviously Creative's going for a gate and a gas, so gonna go for some tech. Let me try and read Creative's quote and see if I can do it. I have not learned German since senior school, which is high school to Americans. Wenn du dich mit dem Teufel einlässt, verändert sich nicht der Teufel. Der Teufel verändert dich. Is that right? It's probably wrong, right? I'm bad at German. That sounds Dutch. Great. Well, I tried. Now, Creative has broken through, well, not broken through, he's glitched over one of his probes to go for a scout. Not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're going diagonally downwards, but looks like he's doing a pretty good job so far. Nicely done. Chat saying it did sound very Dutch. Great. I have been to, I went to Amsterdam a couple of years ago, so maybe I'm remembering the Dutch I heard back then and I'm putting that accent on. Yeah, Jello, I tried to talk German and I sounded Dutch. Oh well. If you clip it, I think it should appear, but don't clip it. At least if you clip it, don't save it. Just watch it back for yourself. Chad saying Dutch is German with random English words thrown in. That's what he's doing. Okay. I remember everything about my trip to Amsterdam. I'd never smoked before I'd been, and I didn't smoke that much. I did smoke a little bit. I smoked with friends, because that's what everyone does when they go to Amsterdam, but yeah, I'd never smoked before, so that was interesting. I did inhale. I knew what I was doing. I'd never smoked, but I specifically asked how to do it because my friends had smoked like a lot before, so I made sure they taught me how to do it properly, because what's the point otherwise? At Johnson, essentially this map is a semi-island map. The doodads are there to block you from being able to break through the map super early. At least that's what you would believe. But we've had ZBZs on this map that have ended in 6 minutes because Zerglings break through the buildings super quickly and break their way through them. The blue buildings, the Zelnaga temples, they do take a lot more damage to kill. Koga, let's actually catch up with the game rather than me talking about Amsterdam and Dutch and German and everything. We've got an armory and an academy coming in from Koga off of one factory after expanding. Creative is going for Reba. So this is going to probably come down to whether or not Creative can get his Reba into the base before Koga can prepare. And Koga is sending his barracks to scout in the correct direction. So he is going to see this Robo before the Reba can get there. Yeah, Creative saying in chat the damn racks, so this is clearly going to get there and spot this. Now, realistically, with the build that Koget's doing, he's going for a relatively quick comsat. I mean, it's not that quick, it's quite late, I guess, in comparison to like a non-island map, but he's going to be able to scan, and where your buildings are, he would see it anyway. So, the Reaver, not going to go unscouted, so Koget should be able to defend this, at least, from what you could tell. Now here we go, the shuttle has been loaded. Now of course there is a limited amount of time for Koget to get ready for this before the shuttle gets down into his base. Of course, he now doesn't need to waste a scan, but he obviously doesn't know if there's any expansions. Based on the building timing though, he should know that this is one base play by Creative. Creative going to try and loop around. You can already see Koga doing a really good job with his Goliath, with his tank, but here we go. Looks like the Reaver's gonna get in a good spot anyway. 3 kills, 4 kills. Can he get a 5th? He's gonna go. Oh, he does get a 5th. He's trying to kill the. Oh, this could be dangerous. Oh, he needs to get. Oh, he needs to go out. No, he goes back in. He gets both the Goliaths though, but the shuttle does go to attack the SUVs. Oh my god, they're so clumped. Oh, they're gonna get away. Oh, that was a split-second decision not to attack those SCVs to get the tank instead. And it's not going to pay off, unfortunately, but wow. That wasn't actually too bad from Creative. Did pretty well. Kogut defended incredibly well, though. He pulled his SCVs at the right time. He kept them there when they needed to be. And he didn't lose too much mining time. Chad, Radley actually did go M&M Rush on this map. And I believe that was the game that ended up in the crazy nuke situation in the highlight videos that I do. So it is possible, but it's difficult. You can, like, essentially you can glitch SCVs through and build them in the middle. And then you essentially just break through the temples. It's almost like Zerg going massling. Yeah, Kogut is really, really far ahead at this point in this game. He's done a lot of good trying to defend. Looks like Creative going to try and hide a base in the bottom left. Certainly not a bad decision. Kogut is likely never going to scout that location, at least for the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. So if he can get away with it, that would be pretty good. Kogut, of course, with a big SCV lead, a big base lead for the time being. And Creative's going to have to find a way around it. Now, where did Kogut just scan? Okay, so Kogut scanned the main again. He sees the fact that the Citadel coming in. He sees the extra gateway. And he should know where exactly this is going to go. Seeing the Citadel, he knows it's likely going to be Arbiters after this. And Arbiters can be pretty good on this map. They can also be quite bad. As that DeWalt FAMSE clip from 2019 proved, when the recall goes horrifically wrong. But other than that, things are looking pretty good. Now, it looks like Creative's going to try and come in from a different angle, see if he can attack the possible third base. Now, the third base isn't done just yet, but you can already see Kogut, knowing there's another reroute, is already sending units down here. So Kogut definitely showing why he's number 4 in the STPL rankings. The Goliath... Oh my god, he's going to kill the Shotgun again. There we go, another Reaver going to go down. The Dragoon is not going to be able to do anything. The tank even surviving. Where is the repair? There it is. Kogut taking care of his boys. And all looking good for him. Essentially, the issue with PvT is when you open Reaver on one base, you have to do damage, and Creative just hasn't been able to. And now Kogut's going up to 3 bases. Of course, Creative is on 3 bases as well. But those 3 bases are, I mean, one of them isn't mining at all. He's actually looking to take a 4th base down here as well before he's mining. And, I mean, if he can get those bases up, if he can get them fully mining, that'd be great. But he's got no shuttle. He's going to be forced to spend another... Is it 100 or 125 minerals for a shuttle to transfer probes? And if Kogut sees the shuttle, he may find out what's been going on. Now, Creative is going to try and break into the middle of the map, but when Kogut does decide to push, which looks like it's going to be soon, he's just opening up the path for these tanks and Goliaths, and that's not a position you want to be in. I mean, Kogut is playing this pretty much perfectly. Everything that could go well for him is going well. Like, he's making the right moves, he's moving out in the right locations, he's moving out the right time, he's keeping his SCV production up. He's just scanned again. He's still not scanned the bottom left, which is starting to mine finally. But I mean, it's going to be 10 million years before that base actually comes into effect. They'll be mining oil from that base. Like in tens of millions of years when it actually becomes useful. From all the dead Protoss matter that's going to be left down there. Now Kogut pushing forward, a probe is going to scout this, and I do wonder what is going on in Creative's head, because I mean, looking at the army count, there's not really that much to be said. There is a storm drop. That is a nice drop. It only gets how does it only get 2 kills? What on earth? Kogut's like SCVs? Have they got extra health? Do they have like a special anti-storm buff or something? Like, how? How did they survive? Oh, creative say you dropped before Storm was done. That's a little bit unfortunate, but the trouble is, you needed those units here, I think. Oh, you do have 2 Storms, which is good. Oh, 1 Storm, actually. But you don't have enough other units, and that's going to be all she wrote as creative taps out. GG, Koga takes game number 3. Now, of course, that does give Net Wars the win, 3-0, but we do have a 4th game which was played, so we will be casting it. And let's actually have a look at it as we get back after this very short break. See you guys very soon. Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, I was playing an EGM fight night, and it just so happens in round 1 I played up against Terra. I've always said that I have bad micro, but this was on another level. StarCraft released 20 years. Ah! Okay guys, you've seen me lose enough to Terra. There's not really too much more to that game anyway. We're going to be heading into game number 4, our final game of this evening. It's going to be Red's Castle versus Netwar's Jetty. Jesse? I had Yeti on the mind from earlier. Let's have a look at the map. Also, Captain Martua not knowing what ATMs are. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus. Well, it definitely does mean that to some people, but if you go with the context of what I said, that's a little bit worrying. Okay, right, on with the show. Map stats, we're going to be heading into Carthage 3. This is a 2-player map. This is going to be our 12th? Yeah, 12th CVP. I think Jesse is a Protoss main, but stepped in as a Zerg player for Kingpin. So Jesse is going to be subbing in here. But let's have a look at the player history. Jesse has only played 1 game so far. It was against Kingdom. That she lost, unfortunately. But Jesse wondering which ID she should use today, apparently. And her opponent fighting for Castle is going to be Red. Red is, Castle's actually from Canada. So please ignore this flag before he gets angry. But Castle, strong player from back in the day, had a little bit of a rough time in the STPL. He's gone through a lot of different teams before ending up on Red. I think this is the longest time he's stayed on a single STPL team, so it looks like he's found his home now, and he's doing pretty well for them. I mean, he's not done the greatest, but he's been up against some really strong opponents, so it's a little bit hard to sort of judge anyone for that. And overall, definitely a little bit statistically disadvantaged over stronger players, but I think this could be a pretty close matchup. As we get into game number 4, it's Jetty. So I just slapped myself in the head when face palming there. It's Jesse versus Castle here on Carthage 3. Starting up here in the top left position in the wonderful magenta, fighting from Poland, it's Jesse. And spawning down in the bottom right hand corner in the red, fighting from Canada, it's Castle. Also, somehow Castle has a space in his name. I didn't think that was possible, but apparently it is. Well, it's a ZVP. We've seen a few of them today. I really highly doubt this is going to live up to the expectations of game number 1 of this series, but I don't think many ZVPs ever will. But I'm certainly hoping for a little bit more of an exciting game. Looks like we're going to have a gateway first coming in from Castle, which is definitely a bit of a change. Captain Martua, he's an American flag because I only just found out he's Canadian. I just assumed he was American this whole time. Thinking about how long I've known about who Castle is, I mean, I was playing back with you, not very often, but every once in a while on IC Cup in like 2014, 2015. And all that time, I just thought you were US. All that time. So when I was filling in the countries, no one actually sent me yours. So I just put US because I'm like, well, he's from the United States, isn't he? Whoops. And yeah, as I said before, Jesse... Oh wow, it's 2-gate from Castle. Is this the Castle build? Can someone confirm? But Jesse was standing in for Kingpin. Kingpin, of course, a Zerg player. Jesse is a Protoss main, so... And yeah, this landowner saying this is not the castle build. Someone saying this is the area door build, which I mean, based on game 1, I guess that's what we could say, right? And Avi saying the castle build involves expanding and cutting 100 probes. Well, you never know. There could be an expansion coming up after this, so... Now, luckily enough for Jessie, there's only one base to scout. She scouts the 2 gate. And there is a probe up here. Now, let's see what Jessie's reaction to this was. With 0, it was to make a ton of lings and just hold on with drones, right? Let's see how Jessie does this. So Jessie is going to play this a little bit differently. Add 2 creep colonies. And I'm like, what game was it where all of the Sunkens died? That was one of the previous series, wasn't it? I can't remember who was playing. It was so long ago at this point. Essentially, we're not going to see the Sunkens die. They are going to finish. And Jessie's going to be able to hold the front here, which is definitely a lot better than our Zerg player earlier did. Jessie saying this is clearly a landowner build. Well, wow. Okay, castle. He's going for the expansion. Let's see if he cuts probes. Then we could call it the castle build, according to Avilov. Hatchery at the front, gonna help wall this off pretty good. I wonder if the hatchery back here would be a little bit better. But I guess at the end of the day, later on you're gonna need to leave your base, which if you build the hatchery there, it's gonna cause massive traffic jams. So not gonna be a problem. Now, there's actually a lot of lings looping around the edge. This could actually end the game. Wait, is Jessie just gonna kill the pylon? Yeah, I think this is just game, right? The Nexus is gonna finish, but the pylon's gonna go down. There's gonna be no more zealots. Oh my goodness, Castle has been completely blindsided by those lings. Jessie knows. Jessie's a Protoss main. She knows how to deal with Protoss doing this, I would imagine. One of the zealots, unable to do anything. Well, it kills one ling, but is gonna go down. Jessie gonna get another probe, gonna run through, get another probe, a pylon about to finish, so Castle is gonna continue building zealots, which is of course good. Okay, this ling just doesn't want to fight anymore. It's given up, but Jessie getting Castle down to 18 probes.
Easily amused, huh?
Massive thank you, Williman, for the 2-month sub, Matt. Means a lot, thank you so much. And Jessie moving around the main with the lings, being as annoying as humanly possible for a Zerg. Obviously Zerg are not human, so they're doing it as Zergly possible, I guess. Castle not in dire straits or anything. I mean, obviously he did lose his production for a long time, but the forge... Wait, is there a forge? No, there's no forge. Okay. If Jessie masters lings, I think she can just win here. But it looks like Castle is going to clean up the lings in his main, which is summon. What is Jessie's plan? Okay, so it's going to be Mass Hydra. Now, Mass Hydra can go one of 2 ways. Either the Zealots get on top of the Hydras and absolutely annihilate everything, or the Hydras win. I think because the Zealots are going to have +1 attack, and the Hydras are going to have speed and range likely before Jessie pushes, Jessie should be able to win this. I feel like Castle didn't take enough damage, like in terms of probes, he didn't lose that many, he lost about 2 or 3. He saved his gateways, he didn't lose any gateways, and he is able to go into his own tech and stuff. The Forge is coming up, the Forge is done, so that means cannon in the mineral line. Okay, so Castle is worried about Spire here. This is a massive overreaction. He just doesn't know what to prepare for, so he's trying to prepare for everything. And that could cost him. If he had 3 cannons building right now, these Hydras do nothing. Okay, they kill the gateways. So what? You're going to get more gateways in your main. That could actually be a move that loses the game. Cannons are in the wrong place. Castle is assuming that it's going to be mutas, and it's not. Here we go, the Hydra's going to move in, going to get good engagement on the first Zealot, going to kill one of the gateways that was damaged from earlier, going to get the other one as well. And they are going to be able to push forward. Now there is an additional 3 cannons coming in. But you can already see that Jesse's getting ready to jump on these. Now, if Jesse just runs by, it's not often I'll admit that's probably a good idea, but if Jesse can get past these cannons at the front, that's just game over. Now, Castle is doing an incredible job holding on to this, by the way. This is not a position you should be able to hold from. And he's doing it. He built cannons in the wrong place, but it's worked out. He's got cannons blocking his natural hatchery now. His natural choke, even. Jesse, from here, is still on hatchery tech. Still only 16 drones. Now, there's 3 Hydras in the main, which are in a pretty good spot. The natural cannon not going down, 1 hit away. Unfortunate timing. But how much damage are these Hydras in the main going to do? They've got 2 probes from here. They are going to try and micro... Oh, this is good micro. I like this. It's always fun seeing micro like this. There we go. Nicely done, Jesse. There's a lot of units from Jesse still flowing down across the map. The gas is going to go down eventually. There's only 1 gateway, so there's going to be no more... Okay, there's 2 more zealots left. But the gas has gone down, so that is going to be very, very low gas income from Castle. He did get his natural gas quite quickly, so that did help out. And another 2 cannons coming in. It looks like we do have 2 Corsairs in the main. They're not going to be able to kill too many Overlords because all of Jesse's Overlords are out on the... Okay, I say they're out on the map. There's 3 of them here, but there's Hydras with them. And despite the fact this was super aggressive early, it looks like we could have a longer game again, which is kind of crazy. Now someone asked if Castle has Zealot speed. I imagine he would do at this point. He did have a lot of gas, a lot of minerals, so he's not researching it right now, but that should be done. Templar Archives is on the way as well. 2 additional gateways taking him up to 5. And I mean, Castle has made all the right moves in this game. It's definitely incredible how well he's actually managed to hold on against the face of adversity here, but I still give a little bit of an edge to Jesse. Jesse's going to take a 3rd base up here. Castle doesn't really have a huge amount of units that he can push with, so he is going to be stuck on 2 bases for a while. And Jesse should be able to grow quite quickly with all of her drone production. Okay, and I do apologize, we're getting into the 4th hour of the cast. I need to like figure out what causes this, but I get incredibly nasally after casting for ages. And now, just in case you guys don't know, I will be casting the Custom Use Star League tomorrow in English. Thankfully, Custom Use and Afrika TV allowed me to do so on this channel, so I don't need to cast on Afrika or anything. Basically, Custom Use just said it's gonna lag, so Afrika were kind enough to let us use this one. So he's gonna cast tomorrow in Korean, the 2nd group, and I'm hopefully gonna do both groups tomorrow. That's Group E and Group B, I think, or Group B and some other group. Custom Use told me and I've forgotten what it is. Well, Castle just took out the 3rd... Wait, yeah, he took out the 3rd base, so that's a little bit unfortunate for Jesse. But Castle going to lose a lot of Zealots here. Now, the Zealots doing a ton of damage at the front. I'm going to cast the Custom Use Star League. I'm planning to cast it during the day, though, because I am off work tomorrow and I want to cast it with Rapid, because Rapid's not been able to cast with me for a while because he's trying to fix his sleep schedule and stuff, and it's usually like 5 AM when STPL starts, so I'm fine with that. But if I can cast with him again, that will make my life a little bit easier, and it should be some great matches. The group from today, I didn't actually watch the games, but there's a lot of good players in the Custom Use Star League. I'll post all the details when I know them fully tomorrow morning, and then we'll get casting, so it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be likely around 1400 CET maybe. Oh, there we go. Jesse's going to give up. GG. Castle wins. Castle wins the final game for Red for a little bit of pride there. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make that game seem less exciting. It's just I'm actually quite tired, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, and that's part of the reason. I'm just dropping everything on the floor. That's part of the reason why Rapid has trouble casting STPL and BSL and stuff, because he was casting it so late. I know he has been casting the BSL again, but you could really tell he was suffering on Sunday. Like, the cast went on for so long. And to be honest, that's part of the reason why I struggle following the BSL as much as I probably should do. Because some of the days like take 5-6 hours, it's crazy. Obviously, I'll tune in as much as I can. It's great to watch the BSL. It's a great tournament, not taking anything away from it. But I definitely feel they could do a better format for casting, because the day's gone a little bit too long. Says me casting for 4 hours, but that's different, right? It's all good. That's different teams and stuff. But obviously BSL depends on what players you got and stuff like that. It's the same as here. Like, if we didn't have that 41-minute game between Eriador and Zero, we would have been done ages ago. So either way, it's been a lot of fun. Let's actually add the win for Castle there. We'll add the win for Net Wars, of course, because they do win overall. Somehow I put the wrong week number in, so that was lucky I checked that. But if we look here at the results, Net Wars get the win overall, which is very good for them. And I will fix the Eri Raider game right after this. I don't know how that's messed up, but Net Wars with the 3-1 win, Zero taking out Eriador in a fantastic ZVP. Yeti taking out Horotos in a crazy base race PvP. Koget taking out Creative, and Castle taking out Jesse in that final game. Surviving against all odds, really. I was actually surprised Jesse didn't win that game after the opening, but Castle, he was tenacious, he held on, and much to his name, he made his base a Castle, and he won the game because of it. So, just one sec. Just as we hit the 4-hour mark, that is going to be... wait 1 second. What am I doing? Let's actually quickly reload the overlay, and we'll have a look at how that affects the tables. Obviously, there's still 3 more games left of today's STPL. Of this week's STPL. They'll be cast on Wednesday. But let's have a quick look at the team rankings. Let's throw it on over there. Yeah, so having a look at the team rankings, that win puts Net Wars up to 10th position. They're going to be close behind Ash and close behind Eternal Friends as well. Naz, because Red have fallen, move up to 6th, and they played their game already this week, so they're very close with Red. Obviously, Soul, Valhalla team, and White Clan look quite unassailable at the top, although IRK and Bull team are not that far behind them, so... Soul definitely doing the best this season. But just to go back to what I was saying before, I will be casting Custom Star League tomorrow. It should be... Monoris, I did this before BSL did their one. I've had this for... This graphic I did like in October or September or something. I got it ready for Season 2, so... That's one thing I will say. I don't mean to brag, but one thing I always try to do is keep my production top notch, and I try and do my best to stay ahead of every other foreign tournament. I've done my best so far. I think I'm not too far off. Like, I definitely have more video content and stuff like that. I'm behind Korean tournaments, so MPL's got the best production, man. MPL's production is incredible. But obviously Brittany has like a team of people doing it for him, whereas I do everything myself. So if you do notice anything weird with the production, or you've got any ideas, throw them at me. I'll either do them or I won't. If it's a problem, I'll fix it though. Like I'll fix Castle's nationality and stuff. Now, what is the group I'm going to be casting tomorrow for Custom U Star League? It will be the group with Yeah, so the group I'll be casting tomorrow for certain is Group B. I might do the second group as well, I'm not sure what group that's going to be, but it'll be Light, Chalrange, 815 and Pitbull, so that should be a lot of fun. Either I'll be casting with Rapid or casting on my own, I'm not sure what yet, but it'll be around 1400 CEST most likely, maybe 1500 depending on how late Rapid can go. Okay, have a very good evening, morning or afternoon wherever you are. And if you stayed up super late, thank you once again so much for watching, everyone. And even if you joined from work or whatever, it means so much to have the support. Massive thank you again to Mullahay for adding so much money to the prize pool. We've now got a $1,300 prize pool thanks to Maturino as well as Liquipedia, our fantastic sponsor, who are adding $500 to the prize pool overall. So $1,300 is the season 2 prize pool at the moment. If you want to add to that, you can go to the Maturino. If you want to support the STPL monetarily, you can do it through Patreon, or you can donate directly. And if you can't support monetarily, that's fine. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube as well, and just keep watching. You being here makes this so much easier for me because I have someone to talk to when I'm solo casting. So see you guys next time. I'll be back tomorrow, then I'll be back Wednesday. See you then. Okay, just to confirm, the Clan Wars we'll have on Wednesday will be EF versus Bull, which unfortunately is a very short series. There was a lot of walkovers there, and I have no idea why. I'll try and get to the bottom of that. That's the worst series we've had in Season 2 for walkovers, and hopefully the last time we'll have that happen. It's the first time we've had it happen in Season 2 as well, so not too bad. We're going to have IRK versus Valhalla team, and Disturbed Mind versus White. So 2 of those series should be really sick, looking forward to them. EF versus Bull unfortunately is a little bit of a dud, but it happens sometimes. I'm going to find someone to raid, and once again, see you guys next time.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Okay, we have a ton of Maturino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Maturino link, it brings up the Maturino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. STPL does! Bio